So what's up? What's the deal, guys? Welcome to JA News.
It's up.
So I hope you had a great weekend, but it's time to get back into the latest and greatest in sneakers. So for today's show, we're talking upcoming sneakers. We're also going to be recapping this past weekend's major release. And it looks like Jerry Lorenzo has stirred up quite a bit of controversy. Stay tuned to find out why the Fear of God founder has the internet going nuts. Stay tuned, guys. We got that, plus the latest and greatest in sneaker news and updates. And it's coming right up next. All right, so I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody for tuning in. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe down below to the only daily sneaker news show on YouTube. Now, we got to kick things off with something really cool, as recently Vanessa Bryant just gifted the entire USC men's and women's basketball team a pair of one of the hottest upcoming hooping sneakers, the Kobe Protro 6 Reverse Grinch.
Vanessa, what's up? This is Kobe Johnson from the USC men's basketball team. I just want to thank you a whole lot for the shoes that you gave us. We appreciate it a lot.
So due to his legacy, the Kobe line is respected as a premier basketball sneaker amongst hoopers. And with the vibrant colorways of the Grinch series, it's easily became one of the most recognizable sneakers on basketball courts to date. So forget the entire marketing budget behind this release. These joints are gonna sell anyway, so why not get these on the feet of real hoopers? So you gotta love this. Now, at the same time, after the untimely passing of Kobe Bryant, his sneakers have become very highly collectible and valuable at the same time. And unfortunately, resellers and scalpers have taken full advantage. So we'll see if Nike lives up to their word, as Vanessa Bryant even said herself that Nike will be upping the production numbers for future upcoming Kobe releases. So be on the lookout for the Kobe Protro 6 Reverse Grinch, expected to drop coming up this holiday season. So over the past weekend, New Balance held some type of special event in New York City, which included a performance from none other than Action Bronson. MMA fighter Marlon Chito Vera, he was also in attendance, in which he was spotted rocking an upcoming pair of Action Bronson 1906 Rs. So these joints feature a vibrant yellow color scheme. We've also seen that blue pair teased as well. So when it comes to these upcoming drops, these are definitely something to be excited for. They're hitting us with unconventional color schemes, and they're pushing the boundaries with new materials for these upcoming designs. So let me know, which pair are you guys feeling most? Personally, I'm kind of leaning a little more towards this blue pair. No telling on when these are set to drop, but I would love to see these drop before the year's end. What about a dual release? I feel like that would be really cool. So let me know what you guys think down below. So this next sneaker, it isn't hype or anything like that, but I just wanted to highlight the creativity behind this New Balance 610. So let me ask you guys, what are we calling these joints? Now, if the inspiration behind this design was a cow, they executed the design flawlessly all the way down to the materials used. It appears that this sneaker features some type of hairy suede finish, which definitely adds to the concept. So if you guys are feeling this sneaker like I am, these pairs will be releasing currently overseas, and then expect a wider release over here in the States at a later date. And you can just add this to the list of New Balance sneakers that I may cop at the end of the season if they eventually go on sale. And the latest Jordan brand collab has officially went live via raffle. So the A Ma Manière Air Jordan 5 Dawn, you guys can enter via amamaniere.com today, all the way up until November 14th. Now, be aware that if you do happen to have an A Ma Manière boutique locally in your area, so if you reside in the area of Atlanta, DC, or Houston, there is priority for in-store raffle entries. Of course, there is only one raffle available per person. This is a great release, especially if you're a fan of the Jordan 5s. Of course, there is a black pair expected to be releasing at a later date. And when it comes to this sneaker, my favorite detail has to be how they replace that cage on the side with that A Ma Manière monogram. Really nice touch on these. And with those upcoming sneakers out the way, let's go ahead and recap this past weekend's major sneaker drop. So we had Nike finally release the Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined. After doing a little pre-release with exclusive access, we finally got the general release via the sneakers app. And of course, people are always complaining that Nike doesn't drop enough pairs for a particular release. And now that they've upped the production numbers for this hype drop, It looks like at the time of this recording, joints are still sitting via Nike with a full size run available. So everybody's talking. You got the kids calling these joints bricks. You got the Jordan purists trying to defend the sneaker. But at the end of the day, it's the sneakerheads that are winning. If you're in the market for a great reimagining of a Jordan brand classic, this is definitely a great release for you. But if you're somebody that wants something more hype and limited that not everybody could get their hands on, I could see why you passed on this drop. But at the end of the day, like I said, real sneakerheads are winning, especially if you could grab these for a steal under retail. Now, as far as the Jordan Reimagined series goes, of course, we all know coming up next, we got the Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined. And I don't see anybody complaining about the material change on this pair. So this is gonna be a big drop coming up at the top of next year. We'll see how these joints do. We'll see actually how much stock Nike actually drops of this release. And when it comes to the Reimagined series overall, we'll see what direction Nike goes in next. Of course, when it comes to releases, we've seen them switch up materials. We've seen them go with like the old vintage type of look, which I prefer much more. So what would you guys like to see next from the Reimagined series? For me, I would probably say let's go with like a vintage age look of like the Fire Red 5s. All right, and lastly, it looks like Jerry Lorenzo has just pissed off a whole bunch of people online, and here's why. Now, recently, he posted a few images to the gram with the caption reading, "New projects for 25 becoming realized." And one of those images appears to be an insole which reads Prada Adidas by Jerry Lorenzo. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, when I first saw this, I thought cool, you know, Jerry Lorenzo, probably a passion project of his teaming up with a high-end luxury brand like Prada. But at the end of the day, we all know with the higher end retail price points, this is probably a collaboration that I personally will be staying away from. And it seems like many people feel the same way, but it looks like they're also kind of upset that he's already teasing new projects for 2025. And we haven't even gotten the first initial Adidas Fear of God drop, which I totally understand. You know, that project was originally announced back in 2020. We didn't actually get the teaser, the first look at any products, just until this past summer at the Fear of God Rose Bowl show. And the drop isn't even planned for December. So it looks like Jerry Lorenzo felt the need to address the critics with this little troll comment saying, "We're collaborating on a revolutionary sock liner." So while these high-end luxury collaborations may not be for everybody, they definitely have their audience. And the great news is that this Adidas Fear of God upcoming collaboration has already been confirmed to have some somewhat reasonable pricing. So it looks like I just checked the IG post. It seems like Jerry Lorenzo went ahead and deleted it. So has he let the critics get the best of him? I highly doubt that. And remember, these sneakers are hot, so the work speaks for itself. Now, if I had to have one single criticism of this whole Fear of God Adidas rollout, I feel like maybe they might have waited just a little bit. There was too much of a gap between the first initial tease of products and the release. So just take, for example, imagine if they would have just gave us the little teaser, showcase some of the products this month, and then had the drop next month in December. I feel like that would have been a more effective rollout, just because, you know, we're in the microwave era and people just want results instantly. But at the end of the day, joints are hot. I'm definitely checking for some of this upcoming Fear of God footwear, which is set to make its debut coming up in December. And at the end of the day, I feel like Jerry Lorenzo, he should probably just like delete social media altogether. He has no need to respond to anybody, and I feel like he should just lock in for the craft. And I feel like it's good that he's teasing products all the way into 2025, because that just shows that him and Adidas are locked in. They're giving him the tools that he needs to create. So let me know if you guys are excited about this potential upcoming Adidas Prada collaboration by Jerry Lorenzo. Are you guys excited for the initial first Fear of God drop? And drop all of your feedback on the other topics covered here today. So if you guys haven't done so, be sure to help me out by dropping a thumbs up. We're gonna wrap things up. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the latest edition of JA News. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.